Hello, I'm going to do a quick demonstration of MIDI editing. We've got two MIDI tracks set up. The drums is a 909
G.
and
Session grouping, slots grouping, in-track bass, scene 1 grouping.
here we have a drift with a bass instrument.
G.
Okay, so I'm going to press Shift Control M to create a 1-bar MIDI clip.
Insert empty MIDI clip.
And I'm going to press Control R to name it.
Clip edit blank. S1. Bass 1.
Okay, and I'm going to press Alt 3 to go to the clip details.
Clip detail grouping, MIDI note editor grouping.
Press Home.
Insert mark 1.1.1.
Okay, now if you press Control 1, it narrows the grid.
1/32, narrow grid. 1/64, narrow grid.
And if you press Control 2, it widens.
1/32, wide. 1/16, 1/8, widen grid.
There you go, we do it with 1/8. And to insert a note, you press the note, and while you hold it, you press right arrow.
Insert mark 1.1.3.
So if I press Control down arrow, it should select that note I've just inserted.
Select note 1.1.1, 1.1.3, 0.0.2, C1, velocity, 100, probability, 100%.
Now if I hold down Shift and press the right arrow, it will extend that note.
Lengthen note 1.1.1, 1.2.1, 0.1.0.
Okay. If I press up arrow, it will transpose it.
Transpose note to C#1. Transpose note to D1. Transpose note to D#1. Transpose note to E1. Transpose note to F1. Transpose note to F#1.
Okay. Now I can press Control D and it will duplicate that note.
Duplicate.
Now if I transpose down,
Transpose note to F1. Transpose note to E1. Transpose note to D#1. Transpose note to D1. Transpose note to C#1.
okay. Now if I press Escape, it will deselect the current note.
Insert mark 1.2.1.
Okay. Now if I move the left and right arrows, it will move the position.
Insert mark 1.2.3. Insert mark 1.3.1.
Okay. Now here I can press another note.
Insert mark 1.3.3.
And Control down to select that note I just created.
Select note 1.3.1, 1.3.3, 0.0.2, F1, velocity, 100, probability, 100%. Transpose note to F#1. Transpose note to G#1.
There you go, G#1. I'll duplicate that.
Duplicate. Transpose note to A#1.
Okay, and I'm going to duplicate it one more time.
Duplicate.
And I'm going to extend it.
Lengthen note 1.4.1, 2.1.1, 0.1.0.
And now I'm going to transpose it down.
Transpose note to F1. Transpose note to D#1.
Okay. Now if I press Alt 1, go back to Session View.
Session grouping, slots grouping, bass 1, in-track bass, scene 1, track, slots grouping, bass 1, in-track bass, scene 1 grouping.
I'll press Enter and it shall play that.
Clip stopped in-track bass.
And I'll press Control Enter to stop the clip. Now I can copy and paste that clip. So I'll just press Control
Copy.
C.
In-track bass, scene 2 grouping.
I've moved to Scene 2 with down arrow. Now press Control V to paste it.
Paste.
Now I can go back to the editor with Alt 3.
Clip detail grouping, MIDI note editor grouping.
And now I can change some of the notes. So if I go to the start, oh sorry,
Insert mark 1.4.1. Insert mark 1.1.1.
Okay, now press Control up arrow to select a note.
Select note 1.1.1, 1.2.1, 0.1.0, F sharp 1, velocity 100, probability 100%.
I'm going to shorten the note with Shift and left arrow.
Shorten note 1.1.1, 1.1.3, 0.0.2.
Now I'm going to duplicate it.
Duplicate.
Okay. Now I'm going to press Control Alt and down arrow to change the probability of this note.
Change chance of note to probability 99%. Change chance of note to probability 93. Change chance of note to probability 83. Change chance of note to probability 75%.
Okay. And we'll select the next note with Control right arrow.
Select note 1.1.3, 1.2.1, 0.0.2, F sharp 1, velocity 100, probability 75%.
Go to the next
Select note 1.1.3, 1.2.1, 0.0.2, F sharp 1, velocity 100, probability 75%.
Now if I press Alt and down arrow, it will change the velocity.
Change velocity of note to 99. Change velocity of note to 96. Change velocity of note to 93. Change velocity of note to 91. Change velocity of note to 90.
Select the next note with Control up arrow.
Select note 1.2.1, 1.3.1, 0.1.0, C sharp 1, velocity 100, probability 100%.
I'm going to press Shift and Alt, and this will change the velocity range.
Change velocity of note to 99. Change velocity of note to 94 to 100. Change velocity of note to 88 to 1. Change velocity of note to 82 to. Change velocity of note to 80 to 100.
Okay. I'm going to press Alt 1 to go back to session.
Session grouping. Slots grouping. Bass 1, in track bass, scene 2 grouping.
I'm going to rename it to Bass 2.
Clip edits, B, O, S, S, 1, S, 2. Bass 2.
Now I play that one.
Bass 2, in track bass, scene 2 grouping.
Then you see the chance of that second note. If I go up one,
Bass 1, in track bass, scene 1 grouping.
center. Okay.
Clip stopped in track bass.
There we go.